the girl with sunset hair. Lily was an ordinary girl with extraordinary dreams. She loved sketching superheroes, devoured pizza rolls with an insatiable appetite, and dreamt of Paris, the city of lights and love. Her sketches were filled with vibrant colors and imaginative characters, each one telling a story of its own. She would often lose herself in her drawings, her mind wandering to far-off places and adventures. Her laughter echoed through their sunny suburban home, a place filled with warmth and love. The scent of her mother's baking wafted through the air, mingling with the comforting rhythm of her father's guitar. The kitchen was the heart of their home, where stories were shared and memories were made. Lily's laughter was the soundtrack to their lives, a melody that brought joy to every corner of their house. Lily had a special workspace, a colorful nook under the stairs. It was her sanctuary, a place where she could escape and let her imagination run wild. There, she'd disappear for hours, crafting stories and drawing fantastical creatures. The walls were adorned with her artwork, each piece a testament to her creativity and passion. It was a magical space, filled with the whispers of her dreams and the echoes of her creativity. Her ginger cat Marmalade was her loyal companion. His purr was a soothing melody, a gentle hum that blended with the scratching of her pencils. Marmalade would sit by her side, watching her with curious eyes as she brought her creations to life. He was more than just a pet. He was her confidant, her muse, and her friend. Life was a comforting lullaby for Lily. Each day was a new adventure, filled with love, laughter, and creativity. She felt safe and happy in her warm home, surrounded by the people and things she loved. Her world was a beautiful tapestry of dreams and reality, woven together with the threads of her imagination and the love of her family. Shadows in the workspace, a place once filled with light and laughter, now cloaked in an unsettling darkness. One day, the lullaby stopped. The familiar tunes that once echoed through the halls fell silent, leaving an eerie void. Lily changed. Her once vibrant laughter turned into a hollow silence. She would sit for hours, staring blankly at the walls, lost in her own world. Her eyes, once sparkling with mischief, now held a chilling emptiness. It was as if the light within her had been extinguished. The scent of cinnamon and her father's music no longer brought her comfort. The once warm and inviting kitchen now felt cold and distant. It began subtly, a forgotten greeting, a missed smile. The small gestures that once connected her to the world started to fade away, a missed dinner. Then, whispers slipped from her lips, hushed conversations with an unseen presence. She seemed to be communicating with shadows. Her workspace, once her sanctuary, became shrouded in an unnatural chill. The air grew heavy, and an unsettling presence seemed to linger. Marmalade, sensing the shift, avoided the room, his purrs replaced with anxious meows. The once curious and playful cat now stayed away, wary of the shadows. Whispers and worries. Her parents noticed. Her friends whispered. Lily, their bright spark, was flickering. Her once vibrant drawings were now dark, filled with grotesque figures and unsettling landscapes. Her once neat handwriting morphed into jagged, unrecognizable scribbles. "Lily, sweetheart, what's wrong?" her mother asked, her voice trembling with concern. Lily just stared, her eyes vacant, a cold wind seeming to sweep through the room, chilling them to the bone. Fear, an unwelcome guest, crept into their hearts. The unseen force. Then came the incidents. It started subtly, almost imperceptibly. Objects moved with no explanation. Chairs would shift positions, books would fall off shelves, and lights would flicker without warning. Doors slammed shut with violent force. The sound echoed through the house, sending chills down the spine of anyone who heard it. Whispers turned into guttural growls echoing from Lily's room. The once innocent space now felt menacing, filled with an unseen presence. Her workspace became the epicenter, the air thick with an unseen force. Papers would scatter and the light bulb would flicker incessantly, casting eerie shadows on the walls. One night, her mother found Lily frantically scratching at the walls of her workspace, her nails bleeding, her eyes wild with a terrifying light. She seemed possessed, driven by an uncontrollable force. "He's coming," she hissed, her voice distorted, inhuman. The words sent a shiver down her mother's spine, filling her with dread. "He's coming for us all, to be continued." The sense of impending doom hung heavy in the air, leaving everyone in the house on edge, waiting for the next inexplicable